Happy Tuesday, everybody. Thank you for being here. My name is Dana Neeson. Today I'm going to put the sales training aside and I'm speaking to the brokers, the agency owners, or the agents who are wanting to build a team or possibly struggling to build a team and find enough agents to stop selling and start building. If you are just now finding this channel, again, my name is Dana. I run a telesales team for Tailored Legacy. I currently have about 100 agents. I sell final expense insurance over the phone with one carrier. My job is to help you have stronger, more sophisticated sales conversations. But today we are talking about how to grow your agency. All that and more today on Final Expense Telesales. Regardless of how you feel about Dan Lok, I recently watched a video that he posted on the ladder of authority, and I connected with it so well that I wanted to review that video here for you and give you my thoughts.
If no one knows you. It doesn't matter how good you are if they don't know you.
It doesn't matter how good you are if they don't know you. That's how the video starts. And let's just think about that for a second, because there's probably a ton of people out there selling final expense insurance who are leading teams selling final expense insurance, but we have no idea who they are because they don't put themselves out there. Where does everybody go when they want to research an industry or research a product? They go to the internet, they go to YouTube.
So, let's talk about the ladder of authority. So if you're brand new, or it's the first year in the business, you start off at what I call instability. Instability, the bottom level. When I talk to an agent, I ask them, how's business? And they say, fine, fine. What's fine in Italian? What's fine in Italian? Bene. Bene, right? Now, in English, fine is actually an acronym. It stands for freaked out, in debt, not making enough money, and emotionally stressed out.
Freaked out, in debt, not making enough money, emotionally stressed out. This also characterizes life insurance agents in their first year. Not even in their first year, in their first few months. And it completely blows my mind how a lot of companies immediately start putting on the pressure to recruit your friends, recruit your family. The only way you're going to make money here is to grow an agency, make money off of other people. But what happens if you recruit those agents and they don't succeed, which we know over 90% don't? They write a policy or two, those policies canceled, those agents have exited the business. Guess who now is responsible for that debt? You are. But nobody likes to talk about that. So we're entering a business in which our benchmark, our starting point, we're freaked out because it's a brand new industry. We've never sold it before. And we're relying on the people who have been doing it for a while to teach us. But really all they're teaching us is to recruit. And that doesn't make any sense. A lot of us are already in debt before we start, or we're paying so much money in leads, but we don't know how to sell those leads. So we keep going backwards. So we're not making enough money. And because we're not making enough money, we are emotionally stressed out. We carry that stress home with us to our spouses, to our kids, to our friends. And this big snowball effect that can happen in the first year if you don't set yourself up with the right company, with the right agency from the start. And your focus has to be on mastering your craft before you start recruiting. That's for me was step number one. And how could you possibly think that you have any business recruiting agents when you haven't shown that you can do it yourself? Step number one is you need to be stable as an agent, generating income before you can even think about building an agency.
That's instability. And all of us, we started instability, yes? Yeah. We start there, right? Next level, we have invisibility. Means people can't see you. You're the best kept secret in the industry.
You're the best kept secret in the industry. In my first year selling final expense insurance, I won Rookie of the Year with Golden Memorial with my IMO. who's the largest agency for Lincoln Heritage. And nobody knew who I was. Towards the end of my first year, I maybe had 5 agents or maybe 6 agents. And at any point in time, it was me and maybe 1 or 2 others calling for 8 to 10 hours a day. How am I going to grow this agency if nobody knows who I am?
You might be very good at what you do, but it doesn't matter because they can't give you money unless they first give you attention and money, right? They can't give you time unless they first give you attention. That's the key. That's the key. And then you have marketability. Write this down, marketability. What is marketability? It means people actually are doing business with you. They're buying from you. Not consistent, but enough. How many of you are getting some referrals in your business? Some referrals.
Marketability. How would that translate into growing an agency? Well, that would probably be more with proof of concept. So you have a couple of agents and you might have gotten them from platforms like ZipRecruiter, Monster, maybe friends and family, maybe word of mouth, maybe referrals. You have a little bit of marketability because it's not just you selling anymore. You have a few people on your team through those additional reach outs that now will start allowing more people to see who you are.
Next level, you have credibility. They know you, they like you, they trust you. They know you, they like you, and they trust you. You are credible. You're credible.
They know you, they like you, and they trust you. How do you think that credibility is created? Well, for me, it was consistency on social media. After my first year in the industry, I decided I needed to start a presence. So I decided my 2 platforms were going to be Instagram and YouTube. And I just started posting and I had 0 followers. I remember sending my links out to my friends and family saying, please follow me so it doesn't look like I'm a total loser. But if you stay consistent and if you don't expect immediate results, then over time, that message that you're pouring out into the Ethernet, the right people will start to find you.
Credibility. They know, like, and trust you. And then you want to get to visibility. Visibility. And I'll talk about this. That means when they think of buying or selling, they think of you first. You're the first person they want to call. Not only
visibility. When you think of final expense telesales, who do you think of first? For me, there's a handful of people in this space that immediately come to my mind. My goal is for when you think of final expense telesales, you think Dana Neeson. I know that there's a handful of people that also specialize in this space, but in order to be visible, you have to be the first person they think of. So whatever your niche is, whether it's mortgage protection, whether it's IULs, whether it's building a brand, whatever that is, when I think of that, you want your name to be the first person that I think of.
they know you, like you, and trust you, but they think of you first. And when people go online, they find you. You see, people think, most agents, they think, how do I find clients?
People go online, they find you. Every Monday, we onboard new agents. We onboard somewhere around 8 to 10 new agents a week. And after our all-hands sales meeting, we go right into new agent onboarding, and I start with introductions for all of our new agents. I want to know who they are, how long they've been in the business, and how they found us and why they chose this team. And over the years, it has transitioned from I found an ad on ZipRecruiter, or I, wanted to work with Lincoln Heritage directly and you were in my territory, or they found Adam Hale, who's our agency owner, who's been in the business for 16 years, to now I was going on YouTube and I was researching the company and your name kept popping up. I watched some of your videos and I really connected with how you teach and what you have to say. And I knew that this was going to be my home. I would say 80 to 90% of the people that are onboarding now are finding us because of my presence on social media. And it probably took me a full year until I started getting anybody reaching out to me consistently to inquire to be on this team. So you have to have a long-term plan of consistent posting, and not just of consistent posting. You want to provide your audience something of value, because when you provide something of value, people are going to be more drawn to want to learn more. So what's my something of value? I teach. I'm teaching you how to sell final expense insurance over the phone. I'm giving you a game plan, which is the same game plan that I teach my team. The only difference is my team has the script, they have my managers, they have our systems, they have our leads, they have real-time coaching, that hands-on support, daily training with me, and the ability to schedule calls with me to do a one-on-one coaching. You don't get that through social media, but you can if you join.
How do I find more clients? How do I find more listings? That's not true. You don't need to find clients. You need clients to find you. You need to be found. When they go online, can they find your name? When they go on YouTube, can they see your video?
So when people reach out to me and they say, how do you recruit? How do you find agents? What Dan Locke just said in this video is exactly what I've been doing without knowing that's what I was doing. My whole goal has never been to contact licensed agents that are already working with another agency and telling them what we have is so much better than where they're at. Because honestly, I don't know if that's even the truth. From the very beginning, I felt that what we offer is great for a whole lot of people, but it's not great for everybody. And who am I to tell someone that we're better than where they're at? It's not fair, and it's not the right thing to do. So the best agents that you'll find are not the ones that you seek. It's the ones that seek you.
When they go on Instagram, can they see your photo? Because right now, those clients, those prospects, they are buying and they're listing with somebody right now. You don't need to find them, they are there. You need them to find you. Do you see the difference? We got to change the way that we think. People are already searching online. They're looking. But can they find you? Goes back to the theory of consumption. You might be thinking, but $10,000 in commissions, 10 hours of content. I don't have 10 hours of content online. I have not produced 10 hours of content. And that's the problem. That is the problem. That's why we are working too hard to make too little money. Does that make sense? We are in the media business, who happens to sell real estate. It is the same.
We are in the media business who happens to sell life insurance. The only way that people are going to find you is if you tell them who you are. So if you currently don't have a presence on social media, or if you peek in and peek out every now and then, and you don't have a consistent message that will make people want to come back and see more, then you are doing yourself and your potential agents a disservice, and those agents will go somewhere else. And you'll be sitting back wondering, who can I recruit agents from, and try to basically steal agents from someone else's team. But once you have built the type of culture that people are looking for, it is very, very difficult for agents to be recruited away. So it's not just about having a presence and drawing agents to you. You also have to have the infrastructure set so that once they do come to you, they don't want to leave.
Let me ask you this. How many of you would agree there's so much noise in the marketplace? So much noise in the marketplace. So we need to stand out. We need to stand out. We have to stand out. Next, you have celebrity. Now, people fight to get your attention.
Celebrity. People fight to get your attention. And I think that I am somewhere between the credibility and visibility stage. I don't think I'm anywhere near the celebrity stage, even in our small little world of final expense. I mean, I honestly don't even know how many agents sell final expense insurance in the United States, but I know it's significantly more than the 6,000 some followers that I currently have subscribed to my YouTube channel. So I'm still fighting every single day, not to just keep my place on YouTube and social, but continue to climb that ladder to get in front of more and more eyeballs every single day. And that's so those agents will eventually find me. I'm not out going and finding them and trying to sell them an offer they're not ready to receive.
Fight to get your attention. And now you have more clients calling you than you don't know how to deal with it. Too many people calling you, right? Celebrity. And that gives you the most powerful thing in business. Choice. You choose who you want to work with. You choose when you work. You choose where you work. In some cases, you don't need to go to the clients. They come to you. They come to you. Let me demonstrate. In any industry, the celebrity, the top brands, the top professionals, the top 10% makes 90% of the money. The top 10% makes 90% of the money. 90% of money. Think about what you need to do to get to that top 10%. When I say a product, I want you to yell out the first brand that comes to mind. Okay? I'm going to say a product. The first brand that comes to mind, just yell the answer together. Okay? Ready? Yes. Okay. Hamburger. Oh, say McDonald's. I heard. Soda drink. Coca-Cola. There you go. How about jeans? Levi's. You notice this? So in every brand, every category, the top brand comes to mind. What it means is, as you get to second and third and fourth place, you don't exist. You just think of the first one. So here, together, you are not competition. This is not competition. Even though you're in the same city, this is not competition. You can work together, yes? Yeah, it's not competition. But some are higher up on this ladder than others. Some you may be at fine. Instability, invisibility, marketability. So write down in your notebook where you're at. Where are you at now? And where do you want to be? Where you're now, and you need to be honest with yourself. Where are you now? And where do you want to be? Let me ask you this. How many of you don't like where you're at now. You don't like where you're at. Yes. We can change it. We can change it. Write this down. It's not what you know. It's not even who you know. It's who knows you.
The difference between those that successfully climb the ladder and those that stay at the bottom are the ones that consistently put in the work every single day without fail. And those same principles ring true to agents who are successful in this industry and those agents who aren't. It all boils down to, are you going to put in the work to put yourself out there, make yourself be known, become the expert in the industry so agents find you? Just as agents, are you going to put in the work every single day to master your craft, to be consistent, to make the type of income you want to make, to help the amount of families you want to help, in order to be an expert and authority in sales? It's not what you know. Well, it is kind of, but that's a starting point. It's not even who you know. And that's so true. I knew nobody in this industry except a couple of people at Golden Memorial and Lincoln Heritage. It's all who knows you. And that's what's going to separate a growing, strong, successful sales organization and agency and ones that struggle to get past where they have plateaued. Thank you for watching. If you want more information on how to be part of the Tailored Legacy Telesales team, my contact information is in the description below, and I will see you next time with another sales training video.